TripTips is back and better than ever, and to kickstart our return, we're gonna talk about some of the things everyone needs to know about ketamine. You guys really wanted me to explain the different types of K, so here's ketamine isomers for dummies. So there's two main types. S-isomer ketamine, also known as s-ketamine, is more potent, shorter lasting, and considered to be more psychedelic. For this reason, most people consider it to be easier to hold on. If you want to know what that feels like, check out my K-hole experience video. On the other side, r-isomer ketamine is more sedative, longer lasting, less psychedelic, but really interestingly, more therapeutic. Though it is very unlikely that you'll find either of these in an isolated form, especially r-isomer. This is where we find ourselves in the wonderful world of racemic ketamine, which is simply a combination of both. When you buy s-isomer ketamine, it's almost guaranteed you're actually getting racemic, just with a higher ratio of S relative to R and vice versa. Though you honestly never really know unless you get it legally. Sometimes it might not even be ketamine, so always use a testing kit. It is really important that if you want to take ketamine, you are not going to abuse it, and I'm going to give you two massive reasons why.
Arylcyclohexylamine.
Arylcyclohexylamines tend to be bad for your bladder, and trust me, you do not want the damage this drug can cause you if you overdo it. Everyone is a different threshold, so just because your mate from Burning Man takes a gram a day and pees just fine doesn't mean that you will. Having said that, if you regulate yourself, you'll probably be fine. Now listen up, because I don't see enough people talk about this next reason. Ketamine tolerance is weird because unlike most other drugs, it seems to be potentially permanent. This means that if you abuse this drug and build up a big tolerance, you might forever have it, even after years or decades without using it. Sure, this sucks, but actually this sucks even more because this tolerance does not just apply to ketamine. It also seems to apply to other arylcyclohexylamine. The point I'm making is that in a few decades, we could very well see new, even better dissociatives being synthesized with potentially amazing value. When this eventually happens, you really don't want a massive tolerance to these potentially life-transforming future compounds. Moving on, let's talk about a very obscure but much better way to take ketamine that many of you might find just a little bit strange. Try putting it... Okay, for real, bear with me and I'll explain why this is actually by far my favorite ROA. Plugging or boofing, in my experience, is a little bit more intense, it comes up faster, it lasts longer, it's healthier, you're not gonna fuck up your nose, there's no drip or any other sort of pain or discomfort, it's not gay, and contrary to popular belief, it's really not that hard to do. Don't worry, you're not putting straight powder in your asshole, you dissolve it in water first and you squirt it up there with a syringe. Having something up there might not be ideal at the club, but hey, if your girlfriend can do it, then the sky's the limit. Unless you take enough to transcend the sky. Something else I wanted to talk about is mixing ketamine with weed. If you think a joint whilst keted is gonna relax you and make everything more chill, you either smoke every day, or you have no idea what you're in for. Whilst it's a really great combo, you might be left dripping balls, so make sure to prepare for that. If you like this video and you like K, then you might also enjoy our ketamine experience series where we go through what this crazy drug feels like at each dose. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and stay safe everyone.